here and you don't believe there's a hell, I want to get Sister Eva to tell you there is. She died and got the glimpse of it.
Okay, I've got a big mouth too. I'll stand up too, so I'm going to everybody else did, so I'm going to give it to everybody else. In 2002, I was working 12, 14, 18 hours a day. 12 hours, they'd come out and ask you if you wanted 4 more. You want 4 more, 4 more, and they didn't care. And, I was doing what I was wanting to do, and I was smoking, and I was drinking, and I was riding 40 miles back and forth to work, and I was tired all the time. I maybe was getting 3 hours of sleep a night. And July the 2nd, 2002, I did my regular beat and come home about 7 o'clock in the evening. And I'd been down there since 3:30 that morning. And I come in and went to bed, and I didn't know what it was. I woke up and I was having some chest pain. And I told my husband, I told James, I said, I think I'm having just some angina, just some chest pain. And he told me, he said, let's go right now. My kids were little. This was in 2002. And we loaded my kids up. And this is July. So we made a mad dash to the emergency room. And I don't remember even going in the emergency room. I don't remember saying anything. My husband told me I went into full cardiac arrest. And they worked on me for a couple hours, and they made them all leave because my kids was crying and stuff. And they come out and told my family, and even called my family and told them that I was dead. And I did die. I died 7 times. Well, while all of this was going on, I had no idea that I had a divine appointment with God. And that's what it is. Woo! It's a divine appointment. Because when he reaches down and grabs you, it's for you. He's grabbing you. He's keeping you. He's claiming you.
Yes, thank God.
So, I didn't know I was in a coma for 20 days. I had no idea. 17 days. I had no idea this had even happened. But I thought I was having a dream. And in the beginning of my dream, it was dark. And I couldn't see anything, and I couldn't see anybody. But I was being talked about, and I was being discussed. Woo! And it was God, and it was the devil. And the devil's exact words is he told God that I was spent, and that I was his. And God said, no, she belongs to me. But before this happened, I looked down while I was in this place in between. And down below, I don't know if y'all have ever seen a mining pit that they show on TV. But it was like a pit, but it was like a slit in the ground, just wide enough for a human being to go in. And in the bottom, it was red rolling lava, it looked like. And I could hear the screaming and the gnashing of teeth. And I've told this several times, and people think, it was all the medication you was on. Well, no, that's not true, because when God said you belong to me, I immediately come up out of that place, and I was in a garden.
Hallelujah.
With no sound, with peach and pink flowers, and as God is my witness, I never seen God, but I could feel him all around me at all times in this garden. And James said, my husband told me that they would come in with a harp for people that was going to die, because they pulled the plug on me, and I lived. I'd been on life support for so long, they pulled it and I lived. But he said that they would play that harp and play gospel music. He said I would cry. And even Brother Bill knows this. I've got some family members that believe differently. And they were in there and they were praying for me. And they said, Pastor Bill got up and opened my eyes up and was saying, you pray in life, Sister Eva, open your eyes. And James told my sister, which don't believe, that she would have to leave the room because she didn't believe. Because we can't have nobody here that don't believe. Because God don't honor it. And she got really offended and she got mad. But guess what? They come in and they said a miracle has happened. The brain scanned me down today where there was no movement. Today there's movement. And then I woke up and it was just like, well, this was like a bad dream. Who knew I'd been out for 17 days? I had no idea I'd been in 17 days. But I'm here to tell you, that pit, the gnashing of teeth, God pulling me out is real. If you don't believe it, I hope you never have to have it. But I'm telling you, it happened to me. And it's real.
Yes.
And I'm not going there. But see, I've changed my ways. And God is directing my path. See, it's a small, narrow path for God. But it's a big old wide path for the devil. And you got to choose. But guess what? I may be a big woman, but I can walk right in front of each other on that little path. And I'm staying on that little path. Because hell is real. People that don't believe that hell's real, I'm here to tell you it's real. Now, it wasn't no medication I was on. It wasn't nothing that happened to me that they gave me. This was an encounter with God where He said, I'm pulling you out because you're worthy. And whatever overcame Him by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony, maybe this is somebody else's. Just what I've said, that I'm telling you, that pit and the gnashing of teeth, it's a real place. And I'm not going there. And I'm praying that no one goes there. So here's something else I want to say, Pastor Bill. There's people in this world that you look at and you think, and you got judgment when you look at them. But the thing is, thank God, no man judged on me. Because I was living bad. And I know the Lord. And I know what I was doing was bad. So all this judgment we're passing on each other, you better kick that to the bushes. And you better let God be God and God be judged. Because I'm underneath Him just like all of us are. And I'm just here to tell y'all, I'm not going. I don't want nobody to go. There's no place for no one to go. And I just praise God for loving me, and for saving me.